fuse. No one meant to lie, but now it's running wild. My breath twists tight, it pulls me forward as if the ground itself is dragging out my strength. The heat snaps loud between my bones, opening cracks that spill electric hunger through my veins. Every nerve riots in my spine, demanding I break whatever tries to lock me in place. The tremor builds unstoppable, shaking warnings in my skin, but warnings mean nothing when the surge begins. This is the impulse that shakes the chain, tearing every boundary I've ever known. This is the strike that splits my calm, turning pressure into something grown. This is the moment the whole world tips when instinct takes the reins from fear. This is the impulse that shakes the chain and drags my power near. The pull inside my chest grows violent, carving openings where hesitation used to live. The rhythm rushes high beneath my stance, beating faster than the doubt that used to rule. My focus narrows razor sharp until my body answers every twitch like it's a vow. The tension bursts across my shoulders, lifting everything that weighed me down. The tremor builds unstoppable, shaking warnings in my skin, but warnings mean nothing when the surge begins. This is the impulse that shakes the chain, tearing every boundary I've ever known. This is the strike that splits my calm, turning pressure into something grown. This is the moment the whole world tips when instinct takes the reins from fear. This is the impulse that shakes the chain and drags my power near. The pressure tries to crush my breath, yet only sharpens how my heartbeat wants to break. My muscles coil with restless fire, forming paths I never walked before this spark. The surge breaks loose without permission, tearing through the barriers built by time. The instant I lean forward marks the moment I stop being contained. The tremor builds unstoppable, shaking warnings in my skin, but warnings mean nothing when the surge begins. This is the impulse that shakes the chain, tearing every boundary I've ever known. This is the strike that splits my calm, turning pressure into something grown. This is the moment the whole world tips when instinct takes the reins from fear. This is the impulse that shakes the chain and drags my power near. The floor jolts under my stance, like it's waking up the second I commit to every rep. The rush climbs through my bones, lighting sparks that flicker hotter than the weight I drag. My breathing feels open wide, but the pressure feels electric, pulling every limit out. The string curls around my frame, yet it tunes me into something fierce enough to rise. The tension is like thunder, but I take it, strike it on. The fire climbs relentless and I feed it till it's gone. Every motion flips a switch in me, and the sweat becomes a fuel I crave. Every heartbeat twists a dial higher, making resistance something I brave. Every second shakes my sanity, yet somehow makes me feel alive. Every motion flips a switch in me, proving this is how I thrive. The iron hums beneath my grip, sending pulses through my wrists like coated adrenaline. The bass drums hard against my ribs, but the impact turns my focus razor sharp and wow. The heat crawls on my back, but instead of slowing down, it drives me harder in a fall. The room tilts with intensity, it steadies when my rhythm starts to dominate its space. The tension hits like thunder, but I take the strike head on. The fire climbs relentless and I feed it till it's gone. Every motion flips a in me, and the sweat becomes the fuel I crave. Every heartbeat twists the dial higher, making resistance something I brave. Every second shakes my sanity, yet somehow makes me feel alive. Every motion flips a switch in me, proving this is how I thrive. The burn breaks open fierce, carving channels where my grit decides to run. The weight stalls in midair, yet I push until it recognizes who I am. The strange chants in my muscles, telling stories only effort understands. The moment I nearly break apart becomes the moment I rise again. The tension hits like thunder, but I take the strike head on. The fire climbs relentless and I feed it till it's gone. Every motion flips a switch in me, and the sweat becomes the fuel I crave. Every heartbeat twists the dial higher, making resistance something I brave. Every second shakes my sanity, yet somehow makes me feel alive. Every motion flips a switch in me, proving this is how I thrive. The moment my hands lock tight, the room tilts forward like it knows what I'm about to chase. The pulse in my arms kicks wild and ripples through my chest until the pressure starts to roar. Every rep sends a jolt upward, tearing gaps in ordinary thoughts and filling them with sparks. The louder my muscles scream, the clearer my mind becomes, carving pathways through the heat. The strain keeps twisting harder, but I push until it bends. The rush grows past the warning and demands I rise again. This is the rush that breaks my limits and pulls me deeper into joy. This is the burn that cracks my sanity but gives me something to deploy. This is the force that keeps me climbing even when my breath divides. This is the rush that breaks my limits, proving effort never lies. The mirror shakes with every lift, as if the reflection's learning who I'm turning into now. My heartbeat hammers patterns, carving rhythms only sweat can truly translate into drive. The heat along my spine explodes, but somehow sharpens all the control I pretend I lost. The noise inside my head dissolves, replaced by clarity that hits like a second wind. The strain keeps twisting harder, but I push until it bends. The rush grows past the warning and demands I rise again. This is the rush that breaks my limits and pulls me deeper into joy. This is the burn that cracks my sanity but gives me something to deploy. This is the force that keeps me climbing even when my breath divides. This is the rush that breaks my limits, proving effort never lies. The vibration in my shoulders climbs until it rings like metal clashing in a crowded space. The moment I almost lose control is the moment I realize I'm finally locked in a stride. My body shakes but stays committed to the weight, daring me to try again. The tension snaps, then tightens, forming straight from places I didn't know existed. The strain keeps twisting harder, but I push until it bends. The rush grows past the warning and demands I rise again. The air like the moment truth erupts and leaves no space to hide. My pulse ricochets in double time, chasing every memory you tried to bury under lies. The tension snaps against my back, igniting sparks that carve through everything we broke. The tempo slams without mercy, pushing every nerve to catch the flame you fed. My focus sharpens into blades, bending all your echoes into something I can shred. The moment swells like a scream you never meant for me to hear, but I did. And every strike I take from here is one you'll never outrun. The rush digs deep like metal, dragging fire through my spine. The pressure falls and bursts, reminding me what's mine. I'm cutting through the last betrayal, tearing open everything you sealed. I'm racing past the line you drew, exposing every truth you concealed. I'm breaking where your shadow stood and letting all your silence fall. I'm cutting through the last betrayal, and I'm stronger than it all. screaming to release. And every fractured thought demands a piece. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last. The guitar spit like fury, carving jagged marks across the silence you once owned. My heartbeat sinks with pounding drums, rewriting every weakness you depended on. The tempo races wild and reckless, fueling strength I never touched before this breath. The shadows fade beneath my stride, refusing to hold power over what I claim. The tension snaps like wire screaming to release. And every fractured thought demands a piece. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last. I escape at last. The pressure swells until it detonates, sending lightning down my shoulders clean. My focus carves through what remains, leaving pieces of the old restraint behind. The speed of vengeance fills my lungs until the world itself begins to tilt. And I step forward through the break, shaped by the strength you couldn't kill. The tension snaps like wire screaming to release. And every fractured thought demands a piece. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last. Guitars ignite like sparks, escaping every promise that you crack between your teeth. My heartbeat pounds in double strokes, pushing past the caution that once held me still. The ground quivers underfoot as if the past is shaking, knowing what I'm ready to reclaim. The breath inside me fractures bright, opening the path I swore I'd never walk again. The force swings fast like lightning, cutting through the dam, and every echo grows louder, telling me to begin. This is the moment the blade turns back and follows every trace you left. This is the second where truth hits hard and slices through the weight of theft. This is the point where the rush takes hold and nothing slows. beyond control, like fury racing past the lines you built to shield. My vision sharpens cold as steel, snapping every older version of myself into. The pressure crawls around my ribs, but only fuels the rhythm hammering through my stance. The shadows twist but cannot hide from the force I've waited far too long to free. The force swings fast like lightning, cutting through the dam, and every echo grows louder, telling me to begin. This is the moment the blade turns back and follows every trace you left. This is the second where truth hits hard and sliced through the weight of theft. This is the point where the rush takes hold and nothing slows the chase I start. This is the moment the blade turns back and tears your lies apart. The speed erupts beneath my hands, creating sparks that dance across the fading past. My muscles coil with eager fire, shaping every tremor into something sharp and new. The noise collapses inward, then expands like a wound that knows it's finally closing. And all the fragments that once held me break as I strike forward clean. The force swings fast like lightning, cutting through the dam, and every echo grows louder, telling me to begin. This is the moment the blade turns back and follows every trace you left. This is the second where truth hits hard and sliced through the weight of theft. This is the point where the rush takes hold and nothing slows the chase I start. This is the moment the blade turns back and tears your lies apart. Tears your lies apart. The weight hits my palms, fierce like it wants to see how far I'll go before I crack. The ground trembles under my stance, but balances once I throw my whole intent into the lift. My breath snaps quick and heavy, yet steadies with the rhythm rising through my frame. The burn coils hot around my muscles, but instead of warning me, it lights another fuse. The pressure builds, relentless, pushing storms across my skin. The madness tastes addictive and I dive right back within. I'm addicted to the strain because it tears me open clean. Every rep unravels chaos, turning effort into steam. Every shock inside my chest becomes the spark I choose to chase. I'm addicted to the strain and I love the fire in its place. The fire in its place. The metal grinds against the bar like it's daring me to raise the weight again. The sweat drips fast across my grip, it sharpens how the motion spreads along my arms. My lungs stretch past their limits, sending surges that collide with every pulse I feel. The strain keeps whispering louder until the whisper turns into a roar I follow. The pressure builds, relentless, pushing storms across my skin. The madness tastes addictive and I dive right back within. I'm addicted to the strain because it tears me open clean. Every rep unravels chaos, turning effort into steam. Every shock inside my chest becomes the spark I choose to chase. I'm addicted to the strain and I love the fire in its place. The tremor in my legs locks tight, it sends a thrill that races upward past my ribs. The weight wavers for a second, yet steadies when my resolve snaps harder than the doubt. My vision blurs around the edges while the center sharpens into nothing but the lift. The moment I almost fall apart becomes the moment I exceed myself. The pressure builds, relentless, pushing storms across my swarm of voices trying to bend my aim. Echoes overlap each other while they whisper that I won't survive this game. But the chaos in the hum begins, shaping every step I choose to make. Noise becomes a compass when I stop letting every doubt dictate. What was clutter turns to motion when I breathe it through. Patterns rise from the distortion telling what to do. Static turns to shape when I keep running forward. All the scattered signals fall in order. Every broken frequency turns into my space. Static turns to shape when I claim my pace. Flickers hit my vision like a warning meant to push my balance down. Still the spark inside my ribs keeps drawing lines across the shifting ground. Feedback cracks like lightning, but the rhythm in my stance won't lose its spine. Noise may flood the moment, but the frame I build is always mine. What was clutter turns to motion when I breathe it through. Patterns rise from the distortion telling what to do. Static turns to shape when I keep running forward. All the scattered signals fall in order. Every broken frequency turns into my space. Static turns to shape when I claim my pace. Pressure hums electric like it's daring me to slip inside its snare. But the current in my heartbeat filters out the weight I used to bear. Radio storms can swell, but they fade when I refuse to bow to sound. In the cracks between the noise I build the clearest ground. What was clutter turns to motion when I breathe it through. Patterns rise from the distortion telling what to do. Static turns to shape when I keep running forward. All the scattered signals fall in order. Every broken frequency turns into my space. Static turns to shape when I claim my pace. The edge of motion drags its teeth across my chest as if it's carving where I'll move. My heartbeat thrashes sharp and wild, breaking patterns I believe were carved in stone. The air feels thin and fast, like it's erasing me before the moment I explode. My muscles twitch with a restless fuel demanding I push past what used to hold. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt, and every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my frame, I sense a force that pulls me near. We're shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every line. The tension bends around my ribs like a bowstring drawn too far but still unbroken. My hands ignite with nervous power, shaping paths I never learned but fully feel. The push inside my blood grows brutal, yet somehow sets my balance straight. The urge to move becomes the only truth, strong enough to override the past. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt, and every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my brain, my sense of force that pulls me near. With shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every line. The friction climbing through my spine glows brighter as the world begins to tilt. My breath twists ragged at the edges but refuses to collapse before the break. The moment tightens like a vice, yet grants the clarity of everything I felt back. The second the impact calls my name, I'm ready to hit back harder. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt, and every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my brain, my sense of force that pulls me near. With shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every
Speed of the strings rips open the dark like a scar that never healed until now. My breath hurls forward in bursts as anger finds a rhythm sharp enough to guide my hands. The floor buckles under pressure from the force I've kept restrained too many nights. Every memory you tried to twist unravels violently beneath the sound. The tension snaps like wire, screaming to release, and every fractured thought demands a pace. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last. The guitar spit like fury, carving jagged marks across the silence you once owned. My heartbeat sinks with pounding drums, rewriting every weakness you depended on. The tempo races wild and reckless, fueling strength I never touched before this breath. The shadows fade beneath my stride, refusing to hold power over what I claim. The tension snaps like a wire, screaming to release, and every fractured thought demands a pace. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last. The pressure swells until it detonates, sending lightning down my shoulders. Clean my focus, carve through what remains, leaving pieces of the old restraint behind. The speed of vengeance fills my lungs till the world itself begins to tilt, and I step forward through the break, shaped by the strength you couldn't kill. Tension snaps like wire, screaming to release, and every fractured thought demands a pace. This is where the echo finally breaks under the weight of everything you've done. This is where the rush devours the past and drags the truth into the sun. This is where the fire floods my veins, pushing me beyond the pain you cast. This is where the echo finally breaks and I escape at last.
The moment instinct hits my spine, the floor beneath my stance begins to shift. My pulse erupts in violent bursts, scattering the calm I kept for far too long. The heat jumps quick along my arms, twisting into energy I can barely hold. Every breath turns jagged bright, opening the path where hesitation dies. The pressure shakes the edges, dragging purpose through my frame, and purpose grows louder than the fear I used to name. When instinct breaks the floor, I surge into the place my limits hid. When pressure rips apart my calm, I find the strength I never did. When impact calls me forward fast, I answer with the force I own. When instinct breaks the floor, I rise in every zone. The tremor rising in my legs spells warnings, yet the warnings only feed my drive. My breathing strains, yet steadies firm, as if it's forging armor under heat. The noise around me blurs away, leaving only pulse and motion in my path. The spark beneath my ribs erupts, demanding I refuse the old restraint. The pressure shakes the edges, dragging purpose through my frame, and purpose grows louder than the fear I used to name. When instinct breaks the floor, I surge into the place my limits hid. When pressure rips apart my calm, I find the strength I never did. When impact calls me forward fast, I answer with the force I own. When instinct breaks the floor, I rise in every zone. Every zone. The ground cracks subtle underfoot, reading the intention in my steps. My focus narrows cold and clean, slicing through the leftover weight. The rush rewires every thought until the only truth is movement. The instant my stance locks in is the instant I unleash. The purpose shakes the edges, dragging purpose through my frame, and purpose grows louder than the fear I used to name. When instinct breaks the floor, I surge into
sensing the collision building in my stride. My pulse detonates against my ribs, sending shockwaves racing through my breath. The darkness pulls back, trembling as the force inside me cuts a path to break. Every inhale burns like fire, licking through the edges of a storm. I'm ready to unleash. Pressure climbs too fast, but I let it keep rising. The noise collapses inward while my intent sharpens. This is where the ground braces for impact as my heartbeat pounds like iron strikes. This is where the tension cracks open. What in the world what my will looks like? This is the second right before it starts, when everything inside me screams. This is where the ground braces for impact and nothing stands between. The electricity in my bones surges higher than the tremble in the air around my fists. My muscles coil like loaded springs, begging for the split-second release ahead. The wind stutters under my breath as if sensing the violence threading through my focus. The world tilts forward, waiting for the force I've spent my life trying to contain. The pressure climbs too fast, but I let it keep rising. The noise collapses inward while my intent sharpens. This is where the ground braces for impact as my heartbeat pounds like iron strikes. This is where the tension cracks open, warning the world what my will looks like. This is the second right before it starts, when everything inside me screams. This is where the ground braces for impact and nothing stands between. The moment balances on a razor, trembling like a beast preparing to explode. My vision narrows to a single point where the collision finally meets my flesh. The air rips sideways in alarm as the force beneath my stance begins to twist. The instant everything almost shatters becomes the instant I release it all. The pressure climbs too fast, but I let it keep rising. The noise collapses inward while my intent sharpens. This is where the ground braces for impact as my heartbeat pounds like iron strikes. This is where the tension cracks open, warning the world what my will looks like. This is the second right before it starts, when everything inside me screams. This is where the ground braces for impact and nothing stands between. Nothing stands. The ground vibrates under my stance, like it knows the moment everything will break loose. My pulse hammers loud against the edges of my ribs, firing warnings I refuse to hear. The air cuts thin across my throat, but sharpens every instinct, screaming for release. The night folds back in trembling waves, as if the world itself is bracing for my charge. The pressure wraps around me, begging for a reason to burst. Every sound snaps tighter, pushing me to strike first. This is the breath before the class starts breathing, and the tension turns my blood to flame. This is the second where the earth stops moving, waiting for the shape I'll claim. This is the moment where my fear dissolves and the rush destroys the ground beneath. This is the breath before the class starts breathing, and I'm ready for the teeth.
wings upward, carving sparks along the armor of my will. My grip locks hard like steel that bends but never learns the meaning of retreat. The shadows quiver back from me, sensing the eruption building past the calm. The heat inside my chest detonates, cracking open everything I've tried to tame. The pressure wraps around me, begging for a reason to burst. Every sound snaps tighter, pushing me to strike first. This is the breath before the clash starts breathing, and the tension turns my blood to flame. This is the second where the earth stops moving, waiting for the shape I'll claim. This is the moment when my fear dissolves and the rush destroys the ground beneath. This is the breath before the clash starts breathing, and I'm ready for the The wind recalls around my frame as if it's warning what I'm about to become. My heartbeat sharpens into blades, slicing clean through hesitation's fading skin. The ground beneath my boots cracks open, whispering a challenge I accept. The instant everything might break apart becomes the place where I ignite. The pressure wraps around me, begging for a reason to burst. Every sound snaps tighter, pushing me to strike first. This is the breath before the clash starts breathing, and the tension turns my blood to flame. This is the second where the earth stops moving, waiting for the shape I'll claim. This is the moment where my fear dissolves and the rush destroys the ground beneath. This is the breath before the clash starts breathing, and I'm ready for the The line beneath my boots trembles like it's daring me to cross without a second thought. My heartbeat ricochets upward, punching holes through every fragile doubt I stored. The air grows heavy on my skin, yet charges every nerve like sparks against a blade. The world shrinks down to a single moment where I decide whether to break or strike. The heat crawls through my shoulders, urging me to step in. The tension falls and rises, whispering begin. This is the line that trembles underfoot, waiting for the storm I bring. This is the second when the battle wakes and the iron in my breath takes wing. This is the moment right before we break, when power shakes the dirt apart. This is the line that trembles underfoot, and it's beating with my heart. The steel inside my grip holds steady even as my pulse begins to sprint. Every muscle twists alive, demanding I unleash the weight I've carried long enough. The wind snaps sideways in alarm, feeling the eruption climbing through my chest. The rhythm of the war drums rises, echoing my urgency to move. The heat crawls through my shoulders, urging me to step in. The tension falls and rises, whispering begin. This is the line that trembles underfoot, waiting for the storm I bring. This is the second when the battle wakes and the iron in my breath takes wing. This is the moment right before we break, when power shakes the dirt apart. This is the line that trembles underfoot, and it's beating with my heart.
This is the line that trembles underfoot, waiting for the storm I bring. This is the second when the battle wakes and the iron in my breath takes wing. This is the moment right before we break, when power shakes the dirt apart. This is the line that trembles underfoot and it's beating with my heart. Beating with my heart. The edge of motion drags its teeth across my chest, as if it's carving where I'll move. My heartbeat thrashes sharp and wild, breaking patterns I believe were carved in stone. The air feels thin and fast, like it's racing me before the moment I explode. My muscles twitch with restless fuel, demanding I push past what used to hold. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt. And every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my frame, I sense a force that pulls me near. With shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every lie. The tension bends around my ribs like a bowstring drawn too far, but still unbroken. My hands ignite with nervous power, shaping paths I never learned but fully feel. The push inside my blood grows brutal, yet somehow sets my balance straight. The urge to move becomes the only truth, strong enough to override the past. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt. And every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my frame, I sense a force that pulls me near. With shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every lie. The friction climbing through my spine glows brighter as the world begins to tilt. My breath twists ragged at the edges, but refuses to collapse before the break. The moment tightens like a vice, yet grants the clarity of everything I've held back. The second the impact calls my name, I'm ready to hit back harder. The rhythm claws for release, beating faster than my doubt. And every pulse insists I tear my limits out. With teeth on the edge of motion, I press into the rush that swallows fear. With pressure rising through my frame, I sense a force that pulls me near. With shaking ground beneath my stance, I grip the spark that never dies. With teeth on the edge of motion, I tear through every lie.
make my center shake. But the tremor in my stride keeps proving this line is mine to take. Noise echoes underfoot, but